The year was 1968. Northern California, a place known for its beauty and free spirit, was about to experience a wave of terror unlike any it had seen before. A killer, shrouded in mystery and driven by a thirst for recognition, was about to unleash a reign of fear that would grip the Bay Area and captivate the nation for decades to come. He would become known as the Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer wasn't content with just taking lives. He craved attention, a stage on which to showcase his twisted games, his calling card, cryptic messages, coded ciphers, and taunting letters sent directly to newspapers. He seemed to revel in the fear he instilled, the knowledge that he held the power of life and death over an entire region. The public was left to wonder, who was this shadowy figure, and who would be his next victim? The police, overwhelmed and under pressure, worked tirelessly to solve the case. Every lead was pursued, every potential witness interviewed, but the Zodiac always seemed to be one step ahead, vanishing into thin air after each attack. The lack of answers only served to heighten the fear, turning the once vibrant Bay Area into a region shrouded in suspicion and dread. The Zodiac's reign of terror had a profound impact on the fabric of life in Northern California. Parents were afraid to let their children out of their sight. Couples thought twice about romantic outings. The once carefree atmosphere was replaced by an unsettling tension that permeated every aspect of daily life. The Zodiac had cast a dark shadow over paradise. The first whispers of the Zodiac's reign of terror began on December 20th, 1968. A young couple, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, were parked on Lake Herman Road, a popular lover's lane just outside the town of Benicia. Their evening was shattered by the sound of gunshots. David, just 17 years old, was found dead at the scene, shot in the head at close range. Betty Lou, 16, was found a short distance away, having been shot 5 times in the back. The brutality of the crime sent shockwaves through the community. Who could commit such a senseless act of violence? The murders of David and Betty Lou sent a chill down the spines of residents across the Bay Area. This wasn't just a random act of violence, this was something far more sinister. The killer was still out there, lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike again. Fear and uncertainty gripped the region as people grappled with the realization that a monster was in their midst. The police, working tirelessly to solve the case, were met with dead ends at every turn. There were no witnesses, no obvious motives, and no sign of the killer. The investigation was frustratingly slow, hampered by the limited technology of the time. The lack of answers only served to fuel the public's fear, creating an atmosphere of paranoia and suspicion. The murders of David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen were just the beginning. The Zodiac Killer was far from finished. He would strike again and again, leaving a trail of blood and terror in his wake. The Bay Area would never be the same. to his deadly game communication.